Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 87 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. First down carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Number 15.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
7-yard line.
3rd and and 2 and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. It does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football.
They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Eason looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First and 10, Eason.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw again. Eason. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Zone now. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
5-yard line.
They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good one.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 40.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Taken down by
2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chiefs.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They're rolling now, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. 20. 10.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this.
Bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Escaping the pressure right, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Flushed out right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Mahomes now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 23-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Eason, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Chiefs 6. Harrison.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Eason on second down.
Campbell making the catch. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And that will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Second down. Here's Eason.
And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. 7 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll drop here to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Scotty Miller. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And again, it's Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete to Butler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Mahomes pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eason's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun is Eason.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
It's so caught at the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Colts first.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Final score, Colts.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.